So we're nearly at the fill point. Now of course I haven't got a pump on this, so I'm just using the hose to fill the system, and that will act as a pump, pumping water into the system. So once it gets to about halfway up that waste pipe that's running across here, the water will then start diverting out of the tank and into the filter. Now I've left the top off the filter so you can see what actually happens with the water by placing that extra big pipe on top of the, or over the top of the smaller pipe. It'll divert the water. So the water, if you imagine, will be, this is a solid lifting overflow, so this will suck up all the mess off of the bottom of the tank. It'll come down through the pipe. I can hear it running through the pipe now. It runs through the pipe into there, and then it'll come in that pipe there, and it's diverted back up towards the top of the tank. But this big pipe that's over the top then diverts the water back down again, and then what happens is that all the solids fall to the bottom of the tank, whilst all the clean water comes to the top of the tank to then go out that overflow there and gets diverted down to the grow beds. And there we go, start to fill up the bottom of the tank. So I'm just going to let this tank fill up and go out the overflow, just so that we can see if the taps are working okay down through there. I will then be shutting off the water supply and draining out this tank, because we've got a few small leaks, as you can see, so they need a bit of silicone put around them. We can deal with that tomorrow. Okay, and the water's just got to the height of the overflow. Now we just want to wait to see if it comes out of these taps. And it is coming out the second one already. It's weird that it's bypassing the first one to go to the second one. Now of course, by having taps on the system, it means that we can shut off or slow down the water rate coming out of one tap to push it through another tap. So let's shut that tap off altogether for the moment. So I've shut off the first two taps to bring the water up to the second two. Remember, this is only working because we've got water running into the system, not because we've got a pump on it. And remember, I haven't glued any of these fittings yet, hence why we've got water coming out of the wrong places. But that gives us water coming out of all 4 taps, which of course will then be filled with nutrients once the fish are in, once the system's up and running.